Hello, everybody. Hello. I hope that you are doing amazing. Let me tell you something. You all are in for a treat. When I tell you that I received a lot of DMs, there were a lot of people who messaged Tyrik and I with the Google form, and y'all want to hear about dating. So we are going to talk about it. Let me see. I'm accepting your.
Bro,
Hey, Tyrik! What's going on?
what's good, y'all? Man,
Listen,
I'm excited.
we're Tanine.
I'm excited. I'm finna send this to everybody I know, for real. Let me
Okay,
get this thing going.
while you share, I'm going to share. And
Yeah.
first of all, I am so glad for everybody who is joining us. You all, y'all are in for a treat today. So Tyrik and I, we were on, what is this called? We were on Instagram Live. And one day, he went live on Instagram. It was like a couple of days ago. And I was like, yo, this is pretty cool. He like went on after midnight. And I said, well, how about let's like do a dating show? Because then people comment and Tyrik said, sure, let's do it. I said, oh. He all game. I said, let's go.
Yeah.
But what you say? Aaron said last Friday. What's going on, people? Thank you, everybody, for joining. So, as you all can see, a lot of y'all who were on Tyrik's live last Friday, as Aaron pointed out, now y'all are here. So, we're going to be talking about dating and relationships. We are going to come from a perspective of dating in a very healthy way. Tyrik is a serial dater, so he'll tell you.
I'm a serial debater.
I'm just playing. Hey, Tay Charm.
All right, I sent all my folks.
I send it to all my people too.
Yeah. It take a while to do that though.
I send it to all my people.
Okay, where's Tanine at? Listen, come on now.
Tanine, she coming.
I sent it. I sent it to her too. I was like, maybe she forgot.
She coming. All right. So first and foremost, let's talk about what this Instagram dating show is going to entail. So Tyrik, you and I, we were up last night, even producing behind the scenes.
Late after 1 a.m.
We were producing till 1 a.m.
Yeah.
That lets you know that we dedicated. Dedicated though, for real. So
Yeah.
as we talk about what our show is going to be, our Instagram live show is going to be full of the unexpected. Tyrik has thrown out some amazing ideas. And hello to everybody who is joining. So today we're just going to really break down what it is. So Tyrik, first and foremost, tell everybody what is our Instagram live dating show.
Yeah, so listen, we're gonna do all types of things on this dating show, and we're gonna have fun while we're doing it too. So what we're gonna do is we basically gonna be pairing up people. We're gonna be matching people together, and we're gonna let these people go out on dates. So they're gonna meet virtual first. So when they come on the show, they're gonna meet virtual. You got a girl and a guy. Come on, they're gonna meet. See if we're gonna ask them some questions. See if they like each other, and if they do, they go out on a date in person.
Okay. We got to break that down, what that means. So this is what we did. We have a Google form, everybody.
Yeah.
If you are interested in dating, it doesn't matter what city you're in. If you are interested in dating somebody, you can fill out that Google form. What we're going to do is, we are some trusted people. So we're going to go back and we're going to say, I think based on their responses, this person matches up with this person. So then from there, we could tell y'all, hey, y'all come on live. Once you all come on live, if y'all like each other, if it works out, then y'all go out on a date. So we want to know like the real. First of all, Tyrik, a lot of people, let me look up the Google form. Yeah. I can tell y'all some of the questions that we asked because some of y'all answered.
Yeah, do
that. I was like, what do y'all expecting? What do y'all want? Now let's talk about, Tyrik, your dating history.
My
dating history? Yeah, tell us what your dating history was like.
Well, okay, so let me see. In the past, I probably had about probably like 4 girlfriends or whatever. My relationships, they lasted pretty long, except for one, which is the most recent one. They're pretty much everybody know about that because I let everybody in on that one. But yeah. But my longest one was my freshman year. Me and Amber, that was my freshman year. So I had just got to Georgia State. So you already know, fresh college man, I'm trying to get out there, trying to get myself out there, trying to meet some folks or whatever. And so we met, and it was kind of crazy because like I had seen that she worked for Six Flags. And I was like, okay. I was like, she worked at Six Flags. I was like, we can go to the amusement park, we can get in for free, stuff like that. And then at first, because I was just trying to be friends with the girl. And then we had just started talking, and next thing you know, we in a whole relationship for lasted about a year until she cheated. Yeah.
We're not going to put nobody out. All right, let's talk about these Google forms. Thank you for disclosing your relationship experience.
You're welcome.
All right, so let me tell y'all about the questions that we asked. So number one.
What up, though?
Hey!
How you guys? I'm great.
How are you?
I'm awesome. Oh my gosh.
Good.
Show.
All right, so watch this. What we're doing is we are going over some of the relationship questions. If you are just now joining us, Tyrik and I, we will be doing an Instagram live dating show. With this Instagram live dating show, Tyrik and I, we are going to pair you up with the best person that we see fit as possible. So one of the people who entered their name in was Tanine. Actually, we pulled her, but
Yeah, oh my God.
we pulled her. But
If that's what you want to go with.
yeah, we pulled her. And what we're going to do is we are going to match her up with somebody in Atlanta. So for all of my eligible Atlanta bachelors, if you would like to date Tanine, I want you to take that Google form and we'll see if you're a good fit.
Yeah,
now,
fill it out.
what are some of the questions that you're going to have on this Google form? We're going to ask you your occupation. We're also going to ask how old are you? Tanine, how old are you?
I'm 22.
22. Now, what's your age range? Would you go up to about 30?
Sure. That's good.
38. Oh, okay. Yeah, I see a photo of yourself. Your cell number. And Tyrik, I'm gonna let you have this. You can interrogate her, but you gotta tell us about your last relationship.
Oh, Tanine got to tell us about her last relationship. Oh yeah, we want to know. Come on, what's up? Your last
Is there much to tell?
yeah, if you was in a relationship, yeah, we want to know.
I plead the fifth.
Nah, see, you on live, you can't plead the fifth on live. You gotta you in now. You already trapped in, so.
Okay. So yeah, I just talk to a lot of guys. I'm basically a workaholic, so I don't really have time to actually make a love connection. My whole thing is just, if you're a good friend, I like to have you around.
A good friend? No, listen.
Well, I'm hoping that this show will eventually spark some love.
Okay.
I like what I hear. Again, all of the eligible bachelors in Atlanta, we are going to go through your profile and we are going to see if you are a best fit. Girls, if you know somebody between the ages of about 22, we'll say to about 32, make sure you have them fill out the form. Link is in bio, okay? So now let's talk about this. One of the primary questions that we like to ask is, when was your last relationship? Because we want to know the history. So next week, we are going to have a pastor. And what he's going to do is he's going to break down some red flags that people need to be aware of when they're dating. So, Tyrik, what are some red flags that you saw in your previous relationship?
Well, I'm going to be honest with you. So, it was kind of crazy because, first of all, like, my family, talking to my family, they helped me realize that red flags, because I was so oblivious and I was like so blinded by love and stuff. I really wasn't paying attention like that. But some red flags, and I'm not gonna say anybody's name because I don't want to put anybody out there like that. But some red flags was I took her to church, right? So this is like her, and she had just moved to Atlanta. So I took her to church. I was like, want to get you in a good base church or whatever, you know, so everybody can, you know, so you can find your church home or whatever. And she goes and she joins the church on the first visit. I was like, I mean, you know, like, I mean, like, no, like, I'm all good with you, like, you know, wanting to find a home, but like the first church you visit, it's a red flag. Second,
Why is that a red flag?
but like okay, it's like, because, well, for me, it's like you're finding a way to attach yourself, like already, like, and we're like the second weekend, and you already like joining my church.
Well, it's a good sign that she's showing commitment towards Jesus.
Well, wait a minute. Let's break this down. There is one of a possible eligible bachelor who is in the comments. So I'm not sure if he's going to join, but if he is, I just want to let you know he might pop on.
Okay.
So just heads up. Also, another thing that I wanted to let you all know is that you talk about what, you know, she probably jumped into things too soon. For some people, based on their like comfort level, that might be okay. So Tyrik, are you telling me that as a guy, if somebody joins, I guess what you're doing, or you said she joined your church too fast, that was a red flag?
I mean, like, well, because like, okay, so the way like my family, because I was telling my family like everything we had went through, right? Because they was trying to evaluate if she was a good fit for me.
All in 2 weeks. Let's just
well,
point that out there.
well, no.
Let's just be clear.
Okay, so the church thing happened within the first 2 weeks, but I ain't talked to my family about her until like a month and a half afterwards or whatever. And so that was one red flag. Second red flag was she was 26. Like she had moved from her home state all the way down to Atlanta with no plan, no job, no car, no nothing. Nothing. So, you know, like, if you...
But wait a minute, we're not going to call her out because it takes two to tango. You decided to date her for some reason.
Well...
Well, see?
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be straight up with you. I was blinded by her beautifulness. I mean...
Aww.
Yeah, so... I mean, but she had good qualities. Like, she was somebody who was fun to hang out with. She was pretty. She was a really good person, but like at the same time, she has some other stuff that, you know, that she need to work out. So,
all right. So our eligible bachelor in the comments said that he is about to leave dinner. And so he's gonna come on. So from there, we'll take it from there. Let me also say this, because we want to also talk about healthy dating. We understand that as young people, we're still trying to figure this whole thing out, and it's okay. One of the things is why we're bringing on a pastor next week is because he can also give us some biblical principles to apply. Now, there are some people who don't date. They say, no, I'm just going to wait for my spouse, and that'll be it. That's fine. But then there are some people who say, well, listen, I want to see what's out there. They might have different theories on dating, and dating is really testing it out. So let me ask you this, Tyrik, because we're two females and you're outnumbered right now, so we need to be
you're outnumbering me. Okay.
What are some turnoffs in the early stages of dating?
Some turnoffs. I can tell you one turn. Okay, so I'm trying to think. I don't know. It's a lot of them out there. I can tell you this. Like if we. Like, let's say if we just meeting or whatever. And, you know, we're just talking. Like, I haven't even asked you out yet. We're just talking. If you, if you tell me that, if you tell me that you are, like, wait, hold on. Back up. Let me back up a little bit.
Well, wait a minute. I have some, if you are in the comments, I see a lot of people, they are joining. Tell us what state you're in and what questions do you have. Armani, who's currently based in Tallahassee, Florida, he said you have to date to see who your spouse is. Not everybody hits the jackpot on the first try. True.
And that's crazy because I can't even see. I don't know why I can't see the comments for some reason, but
it's like.
So Tyrik is telling us some red flags. What's up, everybody from Georgia? They're telling us some red flags that they are seeing. So, Tanine, let's hop over to you. what are some red flags in dating that you see coming from a female's perspective that you say, if a guy does this, whoa, like that's a no-go?
Yeah. Kind of, well, they always say like the way you treat your mother is how you treat us. So if like you're not being nice to your mom and we see that, then that's kind of like a red flag for me. Like, so your character means a lot. So like if your character isn't showing, like if you're not kind, you're not sweet, then it's like, okay, we got to work on that.
Yeah.
Trying to see what's another red flag. Um, Oh yeah, if you like don't want to keep growing, like if you just feel like you're at your, like if you're just stagnant and you're not growing, that's a problem too. So like there should always be room where you see improvement or where you want to grow, whether it's physically, mentally, spiritually, somewhere in life. Because if you're just done growing, then you're practically dead. So I want to make sure like you're always growing, you have a dream and you want to like pursue it. Like yeah, you have to be dream goal orientated. I like that.
No, I'm sorry. No, I like that. One of the things, I'm sorry, it's skipping back and forth. So if there's an error or if I over talk now, I apologize. Tay Charm said a red flag for her is checking his phone too much rather than paying attention to you. I've seen that with people on dates. I've been seeing like the guy give full attention to his phone. I'll be like, dog, who are you talking to?
Y'all be trying to
Yeah.
figure out who they texted and stuff. That's what y'all be trying to figure out.
Obviously.
Atlanta, I am Bree Reed says red flag, no job, no money, no family orientated. She said can't fight. That's something new.
That is
right.
No, that's a good one because you want like
Protection.
Yeah, you gotta like as a man, you gotta be able to protect your girl. You know what I'm saying? Like if somebody come up,
It is kind of cute.
Like,
I don't need you to
like,
fight every battle. I don't need you to be starting bar fights now, but you know.
But yeah, like if you in Atlanta, I mean, you know, anything.
You're so funny. Now, look, it depends on what state you live in.
Anything can go down. So you gotta have some muscle.
All right, let me see this. Bree from Alabama. I'm sorry, let's go back to you. Tyrik, did you have any other, I guess your top red flags that you want to share?
Yeah. These are mine. Wearing bonnets in public. I don't like that.
Oh, come on.
I'm sorry. I know it's a whole
Keep going to Atlanta.
But listen, I don't know. Like, bonnets in the house, that's fine. Going to the mailbox in a bonnet, that's fine. But if you wear a bonnet to Walmart or public, like that's a red flag. Let's see. Too much makeup, that's a red flag.
Who are you, sir?
No, like, no. Look, I like makeup. Makeup is fine, but it's just like if you like beat like a clown, that's the problem. If you got the eyelashes that be waving at you like this, all the way out here,
oh, they were cute.
That's a red flag. But I mean, like,
Carrington, red flag.
I'm telling. No, look, like men don't like all that, and like it's just like okay, it's fine to have some eyelashes, but if your eyelashes all the way out here, that's an issue.
Yeah.
You hate it?
I'm just telling you, like, what we don't like.
I mean, his list goes D. Okay, you guys, I'm gonna be honest. I'm very simple. Okay, red flags is like probably 5 on my list. Okay, you don't love the Lord. We gotta work on that.
Well, here's another thing. Here's another thing also. Because in the dating phase, from what I'm seeing with people, if you are dating to test, some people are dating. You have to ask people, I think, what is your intention? Now, depending on where you at in life, and it has nothing to do with your age, because you can be in your 20s and ready, for something serious, in your 30s ready for something serious, but it needs to be established. Hey, are you dating just for fun and to be casual? Or are you dating, serious? So I think when you begin to get those questions answered, I think that'll be better. Armani Fryer from Tallahassee says he believes that women should want to be natural at least sometimes. Wearing makeup and weave 24/7 is lying about who you are. You are mean, sir. And I'm not like that.
But look, if you
okay, wait a minute. Tyrik likes a girl with a sewing though. Isn't that right, Tyrik? He loves a girl with a sewing.
I'm good to have my clip-ins in.
I like weave. I mean, I like if it's neat and maintained. I like a good weave. Some good
Me-
braids. Like braids, I'm gonna tell you, braids is like an automatic turn on. Like if you got some braids,
y'all weak.
if you got some
Brittany
braids
from Arkansas says you are too critical, man. Okay, so you have. Somebody said you too critical. That's one of my followers, by the way. So I take full coverage. I take full responsibility. That's me. Bree from Alabama says he agrees with him. No disrespect to others on here, but his points are valid.
They agree.
Okay.
With me.
Okay. Real Ropan 82 said facts. Bree from Arkansas. She said a red flag is you think that a disagreement is disrespectful. That's true. There's some people who got anger issues out here.
The viewers is coming in.
Yeah, that's so good.
So now let's talk about this. What are
Thanks,
some
Josh.
of the first questions that we need to ask when dating?
Ooh.
All right, I'm gonna set the scene for you.
Okay.
So you ask a girl out. You meet her on Instagram. Tyrik and Kamara. Tyrik and Kamara put y'all on Instagram. Now y'all going out on a date.
Oh, nice.
Tanine, what are some of the first questions that you are asking? You drilling them? Or you saying, hey, how you doing? Let's take a seat. Let me assess. Or what you doing?
Oh, that's a good question. I guess it just depends on like the vibe. Are they very talkative? Because most guys who like are very intrigued with you, they just automatically asking you the questions. They want to get to know you. They keep it easy. It's like the girl's more intrigued with the guy. Not saying that the guy doesn't like you. They might be shy, so then you might have to start the questions and just to like, show that I'm interested in you. If that's the case, but like a good conversation, if I'm talking to a guy, it usually goes like, hey, I don't know, what do you do for a living? What's your age? How many siblings you have? Kind of get to know their background, because when you're in a relationship, their past experiences is going to be what you're going to be dealing with in your actual relationship. So it's important to kind of know, like, where's your head at? Where's your thought process? Like, what are your goals? What is your mindset? What do you see in a relationship? What do you want? Because, nowadays it's like the options for a relationship is so vague. Like, they have like the open relationships, is this going to be a closed one? Are we going to you plan on getting married in the future? Do you want kids? So like all that kind of, but that's deep. So, just trail it light, kind of get to know the person, see where they're at, where their head's at.
That's good.
Tyrik, what about you?
Me. Okay, questions. Well, first I gotta know what why you already laughing? Listen,
I'm sorry.
I need to know what you plan to do with your life. I need to know if you are a go-getter. Like if you trying to I need to know if you a go-getter. Do you want to work for somebody? Do you want to have your own business?
Ooh, Tyrik coming in heavy. Yeah. What you trying to do? You employed? You got money? Or you trying to ride on my tour? Right. What you doing?
Yeah, and then I also need to know what the family life like. Is it a good together family? How are your parents? Do you have step parents? Do you got regular parents? Let's see, what else? I seen some are you saved in there. Those are good. I need to know that because like I'm not finna like you gotta be saved if you're trying to date me, like period. Because if we end up getting married, like I want us every Sunday to get up together and go to church happily. I don't need you going somewhere and I'm going somewhere. Like that's not healthy. What else? I need to know. I also need to know, like, if you're wearing makeup, I need to know what you look like without your makeup. I'm just saying. I need to know.
Tyrik, I don't know what's up with you in this makeup. Somebody must have catfished you, but we're going into the comments. So some people in the comments, I said, drop all of your questions. And first of all, Tyrik and I, we want to say thank you, Anthony, for joining us on our first Instagram live dating show. We are going to be going over healthy tips on how do you date. We know that Love Day, February the 14th, is coming up. It's going to be on a Monday this month. So we want to make sure that if you go out, if you decide to get somebody on that day, that you have a good time, but you are also safe and you ask the right questions, okay? So now here's some questions. Brittany said, you got to be able to hold a convo other than what you're doing. Natalie from New York, she said, are you saved? That's a really good question. Both of y'all talked about that. All three of us on here, we are believers. So that is number one. That's not a number two. And that's something even you have to ask yourself, do you want to date an unbeliever? I got to get past the text lingo. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, no, I was going to say sometimes it's a hard question to ask when you are starting a date. Like, so sometimes I try to like hear what they're saying, you know, like, is it aligning to what I believe in, you know? So I always listen out, like, okay, if they're talking about zodiac signs a lot, then I'm like, okay, we need to see where are you currently believing, or is this just a you grew up in church kind of vibe and you just know and heard of it, but you're not really practicing it now, walking it out. So that's very important.
You know, another thing that I'll point out as well when it comes to zodiac signs. Now, all right, now this is Kamara, and this is mine. Okay, now listen. Some of y'all gonna disagree. Some of y'all not gonna like this, but it's okay. That's why I put this on my page, so y'all can't take me down. So, zodiac signs, that is a part of divination. So in Galatians 5, 22, it talks about the fruits of the spirit, but it also talks about some of the things that you're not supposed to partake in. And don't get me wrong, I used to identify as zodiac signs when I didn't know any better. But you have to ask yourself, who wants to be called a Cancer? That's inflammation. And so when you talk about zodiac signs, those are used for deceitful measures. So that's just something to keep it till. That's not saying that you cannot be, you can't be delivered from it, or that's not saying that you can't go in and you can't not get any revelation from it. That is something that is literally in the Bible. Zodiac signs, Aquarius, Capricorns. Who wants to be called a Scorpio, a Pisces? Are those really things that you want to manifest in your life? And the word manifest is really the definition, being able to see. Okay, so I don't believe in zodiac signs. Now again, I date somebody and they be like, "Oh, this," I'll let them know. But I'm not the police out here, so just heads up.
That's good. That's some good nuggets, though.
Bree, she said one of the first questions she's asking is, what is your occupation and where do you work? How long have you been at your recent job? That's good. Work history is good. Let me ask y'all this, because everybody is different. Does the guy have to have a job in order to date you?
No, I mean, because he could be in a season where he's trying to figure himself out, whether like if he's trying to figure out if he wants to go to school or if he has a dream and he's trying to pursue it, whether it's like the music industry. So you don't have to have a current job. I mean, it's always nice to you can have a job that's just supporting your career, or I mean your dreams that you desire. That's always helpful. But I don't want you to just be sitting there not doing anything. Figure something out. You know what I mean?
But for I think women, it's not like, oh, you have to provide everything.
Yeah.
That's definitely not my expectation. Because your
Right.
behind could just start acting crazy.
Yeah. I just don't want a girl either where you're covering majority of the stuff and the guy just feels like, oh, I don't have to contribute anything. You know what I mean?
That's
so
true.
That's just my thought.
Right. Bree said no job equals no money. Now, I am all for if you are trying to find yourself, but you do have to have some income coming in.
Right.
FedEx, Amazon, no.
She said,
there is no excuse. If I'm getting up and I'm going to work and we making this thing happen,
Yeah.
you, sir, you will have to bring in some. I mean, they got all kind of warehouse jobs. You better hit the pavement.
Especially now, you go to everywhere you go, it's a help wanted sign in some way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's they out here. You just gotta apply and get it.
And I mean, if you don't communicate, just let me know. Okay, I'm in a season where I want to completely focus on, let's just say you're building a YouTube channel or you're building a career, a business. Let me know. You know what I mean? Just communicate with me. But again, I'm not trying to be your mama.
No, I think that's really good. First of all, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for everybody who is joining us right now. This is our first dating and relationship Instagram show. We have Tanine. She's going to be hooked up in the future. Maybe the guy will come on. He had to work a little bit late, so he got a job. But no, he might come on and bless us. But what we are talking about is healthy dating tips. So you're talking to 3 Gen Zs, millennials, whatever you want to call us. Hello, Jasmine. That is one of my sisters. She is an apostle. So I just want to say bless you and thank you for being here. Tania, Brick Forever, Tara Chantel, how you doing, beautiful? Brittany, we are talking about the first questions to ask when you are dating. Another thing that somebody asked was this. I think it was, Armani from Tallahassee. He says you try to leave money out of the conversation as much as possible because money isn't everything. He wants to know the human being. You are right. Money isn't everything, but you still got to buy a house. You still got to go to get gas, and you still got to do all this other stuff. So we got to know what's going on.
Right, period.
Gotta know what's happening down there.
Yeah, but because I mean, like on the first date, you gonna ask the person, "What do you do?" Like that's an automatic question. That's gonna come up.
A great icebreaker.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm just playing. No, that's really good. So now this leads us to our next question. In the Google form, we asked people a question that a lot of people want to know. If you have been in a relationship for a long time, everybody is going to ask, why did y'all break up? And
that was a funny one.
Oh, yeah. And Natalie, that's a good question from New York. She said, how about kids? It was a guy I was talking to in Florida. He told me he didn't want to have no kids. That's a wrap. I knew it was no future. You know, like, no.
Because you want your
Kamara
legacy
is fruitful.
Yeah. Right. Now, if he could say, like, oh, I'm not sure right now, you know, like, but I don't want you to completely cancel it out. Because then it's like, you know, like you said, there's no room for growth, you know. But yeah, that is, because like right now I don't want kids, but in the future I hope to have kids. Does that make sense?
You will.
True.
What about you, Tyrik?
Oh yeah, the kids thing. I was it was funny because I had went on this one day, right? And I asked her, I was like, what you got? Like, do you want to be married in the future? Do you want to have kids or whatever? She was like, yeah, I want to be married. I want to have 9 kids. I mean, it was a wrap. You know what I'm saying? I was like, oh, no, not
don't do her like that.
I mean, I ain't doing it like that, but like,
you don't want 9 kids? You don't want a football team?
You don't want all these 9 kids.
You know you're gonna have a whole business. You need them all to run.
I don't want no 9. I mean, maybe like okay. No, I can't do 9. 3 at the most, but
3, okay.
3. All right.
At
this
the
is
most.
What I challenge everybody to do. You have an obligation to take this airplane. We're going to take it one more time. Take this airplane at the bottom, and we're going to share it to 6 people. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You want your people to come on this live. We are having a really good time. And then somebody else asked a really good question. Is dating someone with kids or multiple kids a deal breaker? Let's take, for example, Tyrik.
Yeah.
The woman who is interested in you, she got 2 kids, but she's only like 23, 24. Y'all around the same age. What do you do?
My parents already told me no, so like.
Your parents? Boy,
Yeah.
She ain't dating your parents, she dating you. So what's your answer?
Like, I'm gonna be honest with you, like, I would, I go out with the girl. Like, I go out with her. I see what's there. I'll see if there's a potential, but for me, it's not a complete, like, 100% deal breaker. Because you never know what's there. You never know what God gonna bless you with. It may not, like, with the 2 kids and stuff, it may not look like something that's, like, it may not look like, oh my gosh, like, this is my ideal. But, like, in the end, that may be your ideal. Like, you just never know. So you just kind of gotta go into it and just see what happens.
Tanine, what you think?
I agree, but I forgot what the question was.
That was my fault. I'm sorry.
Basically, we want to know, since we are talking about dating and relationships, this is our first Instagram Live TV show. So hello to all of our new people. But what are some of the first questions that you ask when you are dating? Send this to your nieces, send this to your nephews. We are giving the millennial and Gen Z perspective. Next week, we are going to have a pastor to talk about biblical principles that you can apply to this. Tanine, so basically, would you date somebody with multiple kids or if they have a child?
I guess just go back to my red flag. I mean, maybe if I'm like a little older, I'll take it into perspective. But right now I'm in a season where I kind of want to start fresh going into the relationship. So I'm not looking for a guy to have kids. Now, don't get me wrong. I've met a lot of guys, talked to a lot of guys who have kids. They're awesome fathers. I feel like, yeah, I could be their stepmom. You know what I mean? Like, it's cool. But to do it right now in my season, that's a lot to take on financially, spiritually, and then just you realizing you're going to have to be a mother to these children and guide them through life. And so for you not to even know the whole, like, I'm gonna have this child and go through all the processes and the resources, you know, and the whole parenting couple thing, you're missing out on a lot. You know what I mean? So, I mean, yes, it's a great opportunity for other girls, just not me right now in my season. So.
With that, sorry, I was screen recording. Sorry, that's what I was doing.
Oh no.
But it's nothing wrong with that. She said it ain't her season for all that, so don't bring her all that. Lakeisha Renee, she is a serial entrepreneur, and when you want to talk to a wealthy woman who can pray, Lakeisha and Tyrik, y'all need to connect. But she said y'all need to look at the family history and basically see if there are any mental issues. That's what we're gonna bring that pastor to talk about, because that's a for real thing.
That
ain't even. That's a for real thing. Y'all make sure that y'all hit up Lakeisha. She has her own dental assisting company. She also has a few other businesses who do taxes. So if you need your taxes done, y'all hit my girl up, Lakeisha, and I'm coming for referral.
This her season. This her hot season. This her busy season.
Armani said he would because he was born out of wedlock. Can't be judgmental. He doesn't think that people should be single forever just because they have kids. I agree with that. Mm-hmm. I agree. Bree said, finally, someone who sees my point. I've tried to make it to my friend. Everyone may not want to date someone with children. And now listen to me, ladies and gentlemen. This is what we are asking. If you will want to date somebody with kids, you don't have to, but kids are a blessing. My nieces and nephews, I call my nieces and nephews and my friends' kids, but they are a blessing. So if you want to go that route, cool. If you don't, cool. It's your choice. Yeah. Another question that we have, my beautiful people, talking about the first questions that you ask when you're going on a date. Cash. And ladies, Cash, that is Tania's man. You cannot DM him.
Off limit.
That is not, no. And Tanine is her sister, so no. No, but Cash, he said, for men asking a woman question, are you a traditional woman looking for a traditional man? One who is going to lead a family and assert his dominance. Oh, Lord, I got to break this down. Tanine.
Who asked him to join our live?
Tanine. All right. Let's talk about it. Let's
break it down. Okay.
Let's break it down. Cash asks, one of the first questions, are you a traditional woman? Let's break down what tradition is. Let's hear from the male perspective. What is a traditional man, Tyrik, and are you one?
A traditional man. I mean, I guess from what I heard, a traditional man is like okay, so basically, I'm gonna just throw out some scenarios, right? Okay, traditional man, get up, go to work. Traditional, I guess, like the traditional woman perspective is you expect us to go out, be the breadwinner, bring in the bread, provide for you, buy you stuff, like all that stuff. Me personally, I'm a different kind of guy. I am a person. I have a business. I don't have the regular 9 to 5. And like I like to have fun. It's like it's not always work for me. It's work, fun, and then work. So it's like, you got to get fun in between. And then also it's like, of course, like I want you to be able to do, like, I want you to be doing something for yourself, working towards your dreams and stuff like that. Like now you don't have to like necessarily like have a quote unquote job, but like I want you to be able to like do something you love, or be actively working to something you love. Like let's say if you want to be like a real estate agent, like my mom's a real estate. Like if you want to be a real estate agent, what are you doing to go get that real estate license? What are you doing? Like are you going to school? Like you got to be actively doing something. Like you can't just be sitting at home doing nothing and watching.
Well, now wait a minute. some women, I want to point this out there for women who are stay-at-home mothers. My mom was stay-at-home mom, although she had a daycare, but that's a full-time job.
Well, that's if you a mom. Like we didn't say kids. That's just if you're like.
Oh, okay, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
that's
You're
without
right,
kids.
you're right,
Now,
you're
when you
right,
have
you're right,
kids,
you're
it's a
right.
different scenario. Because somebody, I mean, who gonna take care of the kid? Like somebody gotta stay home and take care of the kid. Like I'll leave it. Like I'm not gonna be a stay-at-home dad, but if it's some days you want to go out and do stuff, I stay home and watch the kids. Yeah, yeah. Well,
Tanine, break this down. Thank you for your manly
Yeah,
perspective.
thank you.
Cash ass on the first date, he's asking a woman. Ladies, he's dating our friend Tania. So that's off limits. But he said, "Are you?" She talking about some cut it. But are you a traditional woman? Because he said he's a traditional guy. Talk to us, Tanine. What that mean?
Okay. So to answer the question, I would say no, I'm not a traditional woman. Because I kind of broke a lot of the traditional ways. Like, you know, I like to cook. I don't have time to cook. I clean, but like, I'm not gonna stay home and clean the whole time. Yeah, so like I did go to college. So I am a healthcare worker. So I work long hours through the day. And so whether I don't know, maybe if he takes care, like if he's a traditional man and takes care of the home and stuff like that, maybe I don't mind to be that soccer mom, you know what I mean? But in my time right now, I'm technically not the traditional woman. Am I seeking for a traditional man? That is very weird because I feel like yes. I want the guy to take over. I want him to be the leader. I want him to, I don't know, take charge. So that's kind of weird that you say that. Like, even though I'm not the traditional woman, I feel like maybe right now in my season, I'm taking the traditional, like, well, I'm taking the non-traditional woman aspect so that way I can get that traditional man. So I don't know. We could switch roles. That's a good question. I don't know.
Wait a minute. Let's talk about something. So a lady told me, her name is Clarissa Kenty. She made up a very good point. We are talking about dating, so we're not talking about husband and wife.
Yeah.
So we cannot put husband expectations on a boyfriend.
That makes
We
sense.
cannot put wife expectations on a girlfriend. Okay?
That's good.
So that broke a lot of stuff down for me because when you say, are you a traditional woman? In a dating sense, opening the door, that's a yes. I hear a yes. I hear a check mark. When you say being a gentleman, I hear a check mark. But now when you talk about in the stages of more than dating and it just going from boyfriend to girlfriend, now we're talking about something serious, then that's when you go into roles at home. That's where I think tradition. So tradition for people who are asking, what's that? In the 50s, the woman stay at home, the man go out there and get the bread, the women don't have any life. We are in, no, women are shooting up. So we are, women entrepreneurs, you even saw like during the pandemic, black women, I think they were either 80, it was a very big percentage of the, who's that? Oh, it was a very big percentage of black women who started their own businesses. So when you talk about tradition now in this society, in this generation, is how does the man now interact or engage with the woman who already has 2 kids and probably 2 businesses? Because that's really like where we at. So tradition is cool. I think that everybody has to determine and pick out their roles. But again, we are talking about dating. We have the pastor on next week to talk to us about, the questions. You're so funny, Aaron.
I do not
Questions
want
that he crazy. The questions that you ask about like leading up to marriage. I think that's one. Let's look at some questions. Somebody put a tap question to answer. So I feel like we influencers because this is hot. So Tylene says, is it a deal breaker? Ooh, that's a good question. Is it a deal breaker if they are still friends with their long or short-term ex? So you dating somebody new, they claim they have moved on, and they said, yo, but me and him, we still friends. They still be coming over for Thanksgiving. That's cool.
Nah,
If they
bro.
was childhood friends,
Nah,
oh,
bro. Nah, bro. Listen.
I'm just gonna say, let's not do that.
No, let's go ahead and do it. No, let's go ahead and do that. Cause
Oh wow.
yeah, that the girl I was dating freshman year, I said, you know what? Cause she was still friends with it. I was like, you know what? I'ma just, cause I actually like I had seen the dude or whatever. I was like, okay. I was like, and I had watched those two interact or whatever. So I was like, okay, they not like connected or whatever no more. So I went on with it. And then next thing you know, like, because we was at the same dorm together too. So like next thing you know, I'm upstairs in my dorm. I come downstairs to her dorm. Next thing you know, here go this dude. And it's like, whatever. So no, I'm not doing that. Never again. Like he has to be completely cut off. Like for real. Period. Like no texting, no calling, no social media.
well, wait a minute. No, friends, they
nothing.
still communicate. If you are dating a person and they still text their ex-lover, all right, let's just keep it real. Now, as people who date, Christians, you're not supposed to be fornicating. So let's just put that on out there for my people. You ain't supposed to be fornicating. But now say that you and this person did have sex and y'all were intimate. So you're still messaging somebody that you used to, blah, blah, blah. Y'all don't have any kid connections, no houses, no bills, no real estate. I want to know why y'all still that cool. I just want to know.
I mean, it's no point.
First day out.
No point. It's like if you're not trying to co-parent and nothing like that, y'all ain't got no kids, y'all ain't got nothing else, then y'all have nothing together, so y'all don't need to be talking to each other.
I don't know. I guess that's like a situation, like you have to be in the situation to kind of determine whether if this is going to be a red flag or if this is going to be okay. Personally, I would just say let's not. But I mean, I don't know. I don't know.
Lakeisha,
We get that pastor next week, y'all. Tune in next week.
The pastor gonna break it down. He gonna be like, and I think he prophetic too, so he may not be like, well, I can tell you what I see. No.
Right.
Lakeisha, she has a blended family. Her family is beautiful. Make sure, again, make sure if you need your taxes done or if you need any of that done, y'all make sure y'all hit up Lakeisha and Tyrik. I want y'all two to connect because she's based here in Atlanta and she has some really good businesses. Let me go here to Life Done by Z. This is a very good question. And again, if you have a question, make sure you do it so we can put y'all up here in the Q&A. Tyleen, thank you for your question. What does an actual relationship look like to y'all after dating? So after both of you live life separately and you're doing your own thing or working together towards a common goal, what keeps you together? One of y'all break that down for me.
Tyrik, you take it.
Wait, repeat that again. I'm sorry.
So
that was good.
Hold on, let me go back to it. And again, thanks everybody for joining. Y'all make sure y'all take a screenshot of this and then tag us afterwards. We are going to be coming on again next week and we are going to have some guests. So it's going to be a virtual blind date. Or he might come on tonight. Life Done by Z. She said, what does an actual relationship look like to y'all after dating? So let's break that question down.
So you talking about like me dating a girl and now we actually being in a relationship? Is that what you're talking about?
Live Life Done by Z. Come on here and request live because I need clarification on this question.
Yeah. Need a little bit of clarification.
Yeah. So we're going to go to the next question. If you could come on. What's up, Official by Rod, Distant D, Coben. What's up, Coben? Happy birthday, dude.
Oh, yeah. Birthday man.
Happy birthday.
Yeah,
see.
That man in a committed relationship. He got it going on.
Y'all so crazy. Brittany, thank you for sticking with us. She said right because spouse stuff is for spouse, not someone who is dating. Let's break that down. I told y'all Clarissa Kenty, based in Birmingham, Alabama. She's a minister and she said it very well. You cannot put husband and wife expectations on a boyfriend or girlfriend.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
Because oftentimes we be like, no, they should have did this or they should have did this, and then you be like, somebody will tap you on your shoulder and go, well, why? What obligates them to pay all your stuff? Why did she have to do all of this? Why did she have to cook for you? Tell. Oh, is this a deal breaker? Does the woman have to cook? Because I ain't no cooker. Tyrik, for the ladies watching out there who might want to date you, what you think?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I at least like, you don't have to know, but I at least want you to be open into learning. Because I like to cook, so I actually cook. I'll make, like, here at the house, I'll probably make like 2 meals a week for my parents, and they take care of the rest of the week. But I like to do it. Some of my famous dishes is chicken parmesan, macaroni and cheese, fried chicken. Like I can throw down in the kitchen. And like, you know, I just want you to be open to learning, because I'm not gonna be able to cook every single night. Like, I'm gonna need you to take over a few of the nights. But I mean, I'm fine with us splitting up the cooking. That's okay with me.
Brittany, Brittany, I believe you and I went to high school.
You said
When I tell y'all, Brittany been going in the comments. She been going in the comments. She ain't cooking. Don't be coming up her talking to that traditional stuff. I ain't mad at you.
We appreciate
you, guy.
Wait, he said she should at least know how to boil.
She said all I hear is carbs.
Jasmine. I said that I am going to hire a cook, and that's just real. The cook is going to live with us. They need a break. But when I tell y'all that the cook that I'm going to have, they're going to prepare all the meals, and for the kids as well. I don't have time to cook. And that's not no shame to any
But see, like, for me, cooking is fun. I think it's fun. You know, it's fun to, like, you know, sprinkle some little love in your dish. I mean, come on now. And then it's like for me, of course, you know, like, we all, like, all three of us gonna be of a certain status one day. Like, we all gonna hire chefs eventually. But
it's coming real quick, though.
Yeah.
Our chef's coming, like, tomorrow.
Yeah.
Can I get a witness?
Yeah. But yeah, like, I mean, cooking is fun for me. So, I mean, I'll do it.
I think it's fun when you're cooking with someone you like.
Yeah, like, if we cook together, like, that's
yeah.
When I tell y'all I will burn it up, I'm not cooking. Like, well, all right. Well, how about this? For some of you men who are eligible, these ladies in the comments talking about, oh, I can cook. Y'all make sure y'all hit them up in the DMs.
All right, shoot. I want to hit out. I want to hit up.
Now.
I'm finna hit up all the chicks.
Just go ahead. Say you can cook in her DMs. Just say cook.
All right. We taking 2 more questions, and then we finna head out of here. Before we go, though, no more McDonald's, Kamara. Tay Charm. Okay. I'll take that. You know, I can take correction.
That's funny.
You know, that's fair. What about Hattie B's? Ain't nothing wrong with them.
Yeah. Now let me ask y'all a question.
I don't like the tables being turned on me. So.
Well, come on now. Okay. I want to know, what do y'all think about chivalry? What do you like? How do y'all feel about that? You know, man opening the door for you, man pulling out your chair.
We love it. We love it. I mean, and especially in today's day and age, we don't see it as often. So when a guy does do it, we're like, oh, wow. Oh, my God. Just bonus points. There's some brownie points right there. We love it. I mean,
so is that like,
feel like we're a queen, we're respected. Yeah. Like, it just makes us feel like we're actually appreciated.
Okay. So do y'all think that's sexy when a man does that? Like,
it could be a turn on for most girls. You know, for me, I love it. But no.
What do you think, Kamara?
I like chivalry.
See, we all do. Deep down inside, we love it.
Yeah, everybody loves it.
We might not show people like, oh, we got it.
I see 2 people are requesting to be a part of this live.
Who are the 2 people?
Life Done by Z.
Yeah, bring her on.
I know, but now it's saying that she can't come on. Okay, now we're heading back to the questions. Armani, he said, how important is exercise and eating right in your partner? I'm big on health.
That's a
matter with that.
I love that. Well, me and Tyrik, you know, we be hitting the gym, so.
Oh, really? Listen. So now let me turn the tables on y'all. Are you guys talking? No, I'm just messing with y'all. I'm just messing with y'all. I'm sorry. I had to do it. I had to
We
get
go
my
to the gym.
Wendy on. I'm just messing with
You fine.
you.
Health is wealth. We love the gym.
Now wait a minute. It's one person who do need to come on here, and his name is whatever. I can't say his name, but he said that he might be.
Oh, we got another one.
Oh, is it working? Can y'all see me?
Hey.
What up, though?
Sound up so I can hear you guys.
Yeah, your braids are nice.
Let me tell you
Oh,
something.
thanks. These are
You are
thank you.
gorgeous.
Oh, they're twists. Oh.
I
Yeah,
appreciate
they look
it.
good though.
You look good.
Oh,
All
so
right,
you
now
like
let's
these
get
kind of
down.
braids. Okay.
Let's get down to the question. You had something to say, and I really liked your question, and I want you to explain it more to the audience.
Okay, so my question, I'm sorry, my question left my head. I'm trying to remember what I said.
Let me bring it back.
It was
Hold
pretty
on.
much,
Let me
yeah,
go up a little bit.
because it was kind of detailed. So
What does an actual relationship look like to y'all after dating? Are both of you living life separately, doing your own thing, or working together on a common goal? What keeps you together? Break that down. What does that mean?
right. So I remember you mentioned something, Tyrik, talking about like, you are doing your own thing. You want whoever you're with to be doing like her own thing. But I'm like, I don't know, maybe it's because I come from a family where like teamwork is like the dream work, you know what I'm saying? Like working towards a common goal, having like a similar vision in life, because two people could be amazing, but it's like, what matches y'all together? Like, I feel like there has to be some kind of a common vision or something, because like what keeps y'all together, what keeps you guys motivated, because I feel like that's important to have.
Well, we want to hear that
Yeah,
male perspective. Break
that's
it
good.
down.
Yeah, no, that's
Yeah,
good.
you want to hear
I'm glad
it.
you said that. So actually, like what I meant, but okay, so I think I probably kind of confused some folks. So what I meant was like basically we just gotta have careers. That's what I meant. As far as what messes us together, we gonna have similar goals. Like we gonna have we both wanna be in a mansion. Okay, what we gonna do to work towards this mansion? We both want this Benz and this Rolls Royce. What we gonna do to work towards that? We gonna have that common ground. We gonna have those common goals. Traveling is another big thing for me. As if y'all watch my Instagram, y'all know I go somewhere every month. You gotta be a traveler. You got to like to go. Like if you a person who don't like to go, who don't like to travel, you're not for me. We gonna be going somewhere every month. Period. No matter what my work schedule look like, whatever that. Listen, we going somewhere. But yeah, we gonna have common goals, common ground. Yeah, we definitely gonna establish all that.
Okay, all right.
Let me ask you this. So,
Yeah.
first of all, you tell us, what is your first name? I see your
Oh,
Instagram
what's my
name.
first name?
Yeah.
Oh, right. Okay, so my first name is Zion. So, for all y'all, I know a lot of people call me Z because my Instagram name is like Life Done by Z. But yeah, my name's Zion.
Okay, so Zion, tell us a little bit about yourself, and then tell us, are you interested in dating somebody?
Oh, okay. I'm really answering questions. All right.
Yeah. I mean, you loud
So
now. Come on.
I know.
You
Right? I did this to myself. I know. I am, well, overall, y'all know me. I'm Zion. I'm overall a creative. I love everything pertaining to arts and beauty. Currently working in the beauty industry right now. And yeah, I'm just kind of like living life, love God. You say, am I interested in a relationship right now?
Correct.
Oh, I don't think so right now. I think I always like hearing other people's perspectives and stuff like that of it. So, I was like, let me check out this live. But I think I'm in the season of my life where I'm like, I'm about to be 21. I am just ready to live my life for a few years, see what I can do in my independence, see where I can go. And from there, if I come along somebody, then hey, I do. If I don't, and I meet somebody in my late 20s, then that's what it is. But I know that that's something I see for myself, being in a relationship at some point. But I just know right now just ain't the time for me. I'm just here to make friends, have fun, and enjoy life, and my career and stuff.
Listen, let me tell you something. I'm all for that. Y'all, let me tell you, Z is a very brave soul. She asked a question. We asked her to come on here and explain it more, and she did. If y'all can just drop some emojis down there for her, I
Oh
love,
my God,
love people who can just bring it. I'll tell you this much. I think that you're 100% correct. You have to go through a construction period, and one thing that somebody told me is, a part of wisdom is you have to begin to unlearn the bad habits that you have learned. So, sometimes we'll take things, into our friendships, or we'll take things, into like business. And it's like these behavior patterns, they probably need to be stopped. So before we join ourselves with somebody else, take that time, allow God to work on you, allow God to purge you. And I think that you'll have the best outcome. But I really love that answer, girl.
Yeah, I guess
thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, I love y'all conversation too. I've enjoyed it. So
Thank you.
so.
Well, if you want
that was
to,
entertaining.
somebody else probably is going to come on. Hit that X and then make sure you continue to follow us. Okay, love?
All right. See
Thank
y'all.
you. Bye-bye.
Bye bye.
Listen,
That's good.
That was
here we go.
great.
I know. Bring it on, guests. Look at us.
Listen, we got maybe another guest on here.
Okay.
I don't know.
Bring them on.
Bring them on.
Bring them on.
We need badges, and that's on period.
For real though.
What
Thank
up,
you, Z.
people?
What it do? We got the two sisters
I
on.
was all into the conversation, and I'm
We was
marking
watching.
are on the other side of the camera posting and blowing up my phone.
Girl, you're doing a good job. All right, hold on. For people who don't know you, this is Tania, her and her sister. So y'all see them, down both. I met Tania and Tanine through Tyrik. So y'all know that Tyrik is a master connector. Like,
Oh, thank
I
you.
love him. So I met those two, and they're my friends. And then sometimes we all hang out. So long story short, Tania, she's a content creator, and she's now at Syracuse University getting her master's. But she's a young success story because she also went through a journalism program, and she got a job like right out of school. So we can give kudos to that.
Jeff on the gram just joined our live. He's actually the reason I got my first job in the news station. So
Hey,
oh, that's good.
Yeah. Now let's break it down to us. For everybody who is joining us, thank you. Make sure that you take a screenshot. And Z, thank you so much for hopping on. But you're currently in a relationship. You're a millennial who is dating. So tell us, how were you a part of picking like your significant other?
ooh, the funny thing is I didn't pick him. It happened because my friend was like, well, okay. I have to run you through a quick story. So I was in McDonald's. Cash worked at McDonald's. Yes, we met in McDonald's. And I didn't want to go, but it was like after a football game or something. I can't really remember, but it was late at night. My friends were like, Tania, just come along. I was like, okay, I'm tired. We went to McDonald's. And, I was standing in the far back. I was in the far back. They were going up to the front to order some food. And I'm just standing there. I'm like, oh, that guy's kind of cute. Now, keep in mind, be careful who you say that around, because some of your friends are like, oh, I'm going to put them together. I'm going to be.
Yeah, they be trying to put you on.
Right. So she runs in there and she goes talking like, oh, my friend think you cute. And I'm in the back like, oh my gosh, I'm so nervous. Please don't say that. And, come to find out, fast forward, ended up working out. And so, but.
Well, we might have y'all on the show.
When you least expect.
We might have y'all on the show because you all are a healthy relationship. Y'all a healthy couple from what I can see.
Yeah.
And so we might have to have Cash on the show.
Even long distance too. So.
Oh, and y'all doing? How's that going? Tell us about it.
It's tough, but like, thank goodness for like technology and FaceTime and that kind of stuff. And you kind of just make things work. You got to communicate a lot. It's not 100% ideal or perfect. And it's definitely, you have to learn to balance each other's schedules. It helps that he's an hour behind us because he's Central Time. Yeah. So, when I'm done with classes, he's also done with, it just kind of works the way we are. I don't know, that 1 hour helps us out, but sometimes it can also hinder us because when I'm ready to go to bed, he's like, oh my gosh, like it's only 9 o'clock my time. You know what I'm saying? So but I definitely think that communication is the key
to keeping the relationship grounded. And then you just got to have patience, man. You know, you really do. You have to have patience with the other person. You know, sometimes you're tired, sometimes the other person's not. And you're trying to talk and share about your day and the other person's falling asleep, you know, so you really just got to have patience. I think that's one of the major keys, especially when you're long distance.
I like to hear that. So we have a question from Brittany. And for all of my people, if you would like to come on, we are, you know, I don't know if we're going to do this every week, Tyrik and I, but if you would like to come on, go ahead and just request down there at the bottom. We had a few people to request, so whoever that I see. But Brittany said, at what point can you compromise on things? Do you have a list? Woo.
While you guys are thinking about your answer, if you're in the chat right now and you want to be on the next live, don't you want them to sign up through the link?
Yeah, go to link in bio.
The link personally. So if you put your I'll DM you the link personally so you can go click it and sign up for the next live and be a part of the show.
Thanks. Yeah. And
All
then
right,
you were
so-
talking about doing this week. This might have to be a weekly thing because it's hot.
Why? Because
Okay,
It's
but wait
hot,
a minute.
yo.
Y'all didn't answer
February.
Brittany's question. We got to answer Brittany's question.
Oh,
She said, at what point can you compromise on things? Do you have a list in a relationship?
I don't really have like a list. I mean, like if you just tell me some things, I can be like, okay, yeah, I can compromise on that, you know. But I don't necessarily have like a set list. But yeah.
Well, I have to ask you this.
Oh, one thing I guess I wouldn't well, I mean, maybe I guess like your eating habits, like if you're vegan or something. I don't know if I'll go vegan, but I probably will compromise with you. I don't know. We'll see. That's a I don't know. We gotta pray about it.
Because I was in a relationship with a vegan. It was hard because I'm sitting here eating chicken and she over there eating veggies, and I
can't talk. I gotta eat my food. Like, wait.
So I'm like, you know, I'm sitting here at the table with my great big ribeye, and you got all this healthy stuff over there. It's like, come on now. But I mean, I mean, like we could eat at the same spot. She just ordered something different. I ordered something different.
Yeah. Let's see.
thankfully nowadays a lot of restaurants have vegan options. It's getting easy.
Yeah.
But at one point it was like you had nothing to eat besides take salad.
Vegan gotten better eating. Like when you do got to eat, I can order vegan stuff and be like, oh, this tastes good. You know what I mean? Because like you got to train your taste palates to get to that vegan level. Another one I was gonna say was like spending habits. Like, you know how some people, I don't know, they have to have their Jordans and stuff like that. We're gonna have to compromise with your bank. You know what I mean?
That ain't no good investment. Sorry, bro. Sorry to break it down to you, but that money that you got, that's going in the savings account. Unless you gonna Uber for some Jordan.
Or like Tyrik would say, his watches.
All right, we're gonna take 2 more questions and then we're gonna head out of here. Before we go, everybody, all of us, take that airplane and we're gonna send it to 5 people. Send it to, just like scroll down all the way to the bottom and send it to 5 people that you have not before.
Oh, someone said drugs is a non-negotiable for me. And then someone asked about prenups. What do you guys think about that? Yeah, drugs. Okay, wait, what type of drugs though? Are we talking about like anxiety pill drugs? Are we talking about marijuana?
Okay, well, hold on. Let's break some of this down. We're going to talk about prenups with the pastor next week.
Okay, let's do that.
We got to talk about, now see, Z, that drug thing, we do not condone any type of no heroin, no none of that. And if you are addicted, I really hope, not you, but anybody, I hope that you get some help because that's not a good space to be in.
Yeah.
Somebody had a question, disstand. Okay, I like when the men ask questions. So what if you and your significant other are on 2 different playing fields with God? Could you compromise? What if they don't understand the nature of building Christ? That's definitely room for growth. I know what he's asking. I think he's saying there are some people who might be more into their faith than others.
Yeah,
you know? So like what's up with that?
Like tattoos, no piercings, stuff like that.
Okay.
you know, because like there's some people though, like a lot of Christians who are like our pastor, he had tattoos, you know what I mean? And like some people it's like, oh no, but he's no longer gonna get more tattoos. So then it's like, do you tell them to remove them, or like what do we do about that, you know? That's a tough one.
I don't care about no tattoos. I could care
I mean,
less
but
about.
some Christians like literally would be like, no, I'm not gonna date no one with no tattoos, who haven't had so many sexual partners. You know what I mean? Because they're like, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, tattoos and piercings, they don't bother as long as they not all over you and like you ain't got them all on your neck and your face. I mean, we good. Cause like, I mean, the last girl I was with, she had tattoos. She had one on her leg, had one on her.
And like on their bag.
Yeah, like that's
like
fine.
coverable.
But like, if you got here, nah, bro, that ain't gonna work.
Okay, so what about compromising in a different aspect, like sex before marriage?
Yeah.
This is where we breaking it down. Now,
That's
I'm going to tell y'all this. Tania, you touched on the question. Again, we are taking, y'all are bringing it in with the questions. I love it. Thank you, Tylene, Tania, Armonte, Brittany, Distant D. That was a really good question that you asked, dude. And make sure that you tune in next week. And then, honey, your name is Sincerely Livy. Okay? It says, do you believe living with your boyfriend or girlfriend before marriage? All right. I'm about to give y'all, and again, if you are a believer, now, I'm not talking to people who believe in other stuff. I'm talking about, but if you are a believer, and I used to be a compromised believer until God pulled me out of it. But if you claim to be a Christian, the dangers of living with somebody before you get married is this, is that sex, and this is what the pastor, he's going to talk about next week more in depth because, you know, he has more relationship experience. But sex blinds you to things that if you were not having sex with it, say, for example, if somebody was verbally or mentally abusing you, but because you are having sex with this person, your judgment is being clouded. So whether you have been intimate with somebody in the past, or whether you are doing it right now and you are not married, your judgment is clouded, or it was clouded. So for example, you'll see sometimes where it'll be a guy, and you'll be like, dang, why is he with her? Like, why? And she just ended up wrecking his whole life, or he ended up just going down in life. Well, sometimes, and we're taking it from a biblical perspective right now, but what the enemy would do is, because your carnal man continues to feed that, it's like your spiritual vision is shut. So when you're supposed to be seeing all these different red flags, like, you know, it goes viral on social media and people laugh about it. But red flag is really an indicator. It's like a warning sign, like danger, like, hold on, either you fix this now or it's going to go into something bigger. So I want to hear from y'all. You asked, Sincerely Livy, do you believe in living with your boyfriend or girlfriend before marriage? No, I don't. I believe that could be very harmful. And I could believe that could lead into some real issues. Now, I'm going to bring it to y'all. What y'all think?
Absolutely not. I don't believe it. I don't agree with it. No, if we're going to be buying some real estate together, we need to be heavily committed. And like we need to be married. We need to have a marriage. Like, nah, bro.
Wait, are you disagreeing with prenups? Because I'm hearing that like just come in the future.
What do you mean?
I don't disagree with no prenup.
I don't disagree with it because like, especially if you like, okay, like say for instance us, we all got a whole bunch of stuff going for us.
Yeah.
Like, it's probably going to be some prenups involved somewhere, somehow. Like, because we got way too much going for us and we have to protect ourselves. Like, you don't know what's going to happen, what's going to come your way, and you got to protect yourself. But yeah, bottom line, yeah, I'm not buying no real estate with you if we ain't married, period.
Okay, what if they're going to get married? Like, they're...
We need to have a ceremony. We need to have a marriage certificate. We better be official. Pastor been officiated. Everything got to be set. Ain't no about to get married, engaged.
He definitely
now
different.
let me also break something down. It is completely
they don't
natural.
mind checking up with a girl.
Yeah, it's completely natural, people, to crave I mean, that's something natural. God created sex. He created sex so
Right.
two people could come together to procreate, right? So those feelings that you have, they natural. But didn't nobody tell your behind? Didn't nobody tell you to sit up there and start living with that boy, spreading your doggone legs like you lost your mind?
Your mama taught you better than that. And if it wasn't your mama, your
Okay,
grandma.
sincerely said, but you never truly know somebody until y'all living together. No.
That's true.
What you need, no. I get it.
See.
There are some things, but let me tell you something.
But do it once you marry.
I'm gonna tell you something. Okay, so for example, say Tyrik start living with a girl. And that's a good question. Say Tyrik start living with a girl. We be like, oh, Tyrik, you know what I'm saying? We see you. And next thing you know, Tyrik just start acting funny. He like, dog, she taking him through the mud. Like, you all right, bro?
You good?
You good, bro? You said you never know somebody, but what you want to do is you really want to ask for God, the discerning of spirits. So I don't know. I forget if it's 1 Corinthians or 2 Corinthians 8-10, but it talks about the gifts of the Spirit. And no, I am not being churchy, but what I'm telling you is that God has given us gifts for a reason. So when you talk about the discerning of spirits, what you look at is the person. You look at who is inside of the shell. So this is the representative. But what you're asking God is open your eyes. I'll tell y'all something, because I don't know why I'm saying this, but I am. But if you really think that a guy or a girl, or if you're supposed to be with a certain guy, just ask God if he's the one. I've asked that, I think, to about 1 or 2 guys, and he showed me, that ain't it, because we ended up stopped talking.
Wow.
Okay. So if you really want to know, you really want to break it down, just ask God. Say, is this the one? Keep asking him and ask him. Do it for about a week or 2, and he's going to show you. All right, we moving on from that question. Tylene, this will be our last question, and we headed out. Okay. And hey, Shannon, thank you for sticking with us. Y'all make sure y'all rock with her. She definitely got a story to tell. Tylene said, thoughts on creating a business, YouTube, Instagram, or TikTok with your partner?
And when do you start to combine?
I don't think she asking when. I just think she asking, say you and a guy y'all dating, y'all think it's going pretty well, y'all put up a video and y'all ended up getting, compensation for that video. So then y'all keep doing it, you know what I'm saying? Like, so y'all have now started making money together.
Ooh.
So what's up? So what y'all doing?
That's hard. That's a really hard one, because we had friends who do it, and they're not married to this day, got families and all, and family channels. That's what they call it. Family. I don't know.
Well, that's why I mentioned when, is because a lot of times if they're a cute couple and they already have kids, let's create a family channel. Mm-hmm. When, as in, you wouldn't just create it straight off the bat in the beginning of a relationship. A lot of the times it's like you said, a lot of the times they're getting lucky. They post one video that goes viral and it's like, oh wow, we made money from this one thing, and then it becomes a thing. But
yeah, I mean, I also say look at some good influencers. There's good influence. Like I look at Tara Davis and Hunter. They're doing it really well. And then I look at the Morel twins with Ronnie. I mean, they're Veronica and Aaron. They're good. They kept it private, but they kept content coming out that was strictly business. You know what I mean? It was scripted. So I mean, I don't know. It's hard. It's very hard. I just feel like at the end of the day, you kind of have to know, where's your relationship going? Are we just making it fake through the screens, or are we actually being genuine, authentic together? You know what I mean? So that's hard.
Well, I gotta ask y'all this, Tylene. That's a really good question. Because sometimes you could post something, your significant other, and then it could blow up, and then next thing you know, Target and all them call y'all, oh, y'all a cute couple. But what happens? Not any of y'all, I'm not speaking that. What happens if the couple breaks up? Then what happens? Then where does that go?
And I think that's what we're in our generation right now, is that all these couples through social media are highlighted, and then they okay, where you divide the line between the platform, and it gets really messy.
And I mean, I feel like too, we're all growing as
And it
humans.
is life. Yeah, that's my point.
You know, because like I think of like Charlie D'Amelio and all of them, like when they were dating, they were young, you know what I mean? And they were just like, we love doing TikToks. And then now they're no longer together. That doesn't mean that like, I mean, it was wrong. They were just having a fun time doing TikToks together. And then they just happen to quickly date and then go their separate ways. Nothing wrong with that. I just hope that you know you're ready for the backlash that's gonna come, because people want couples to be together. Like I just think about Selena Gomez and Justin Bieber. People to this day still coming after them. Like, we want y'all to be together. You know, I don't know. It's hard. The media world is not a fun place for relationships.
Well,
Nice.
Tyrik, what you think? If you go
Yeah.
out there and you start dating somebody, and
Yeah,
next thing you know, y'all done went viral, Instagram call you and say, hey, we want y'all to be on this relationship, blah, blah, blah. What you gonna do? And then you be like, yo, I'm tired of her. I don't want to deal with her no more. What you gonna do?
Ooh.
But y'all done made money
No,
together. Y'all
I'ma
done
tell you.
split checks together.
ooh,
It's growing when you're together. What are you gonna do?
Man, what y'all gonna do?
what are you
I
gonna do?
ain't saying for no
I'm gonna
check.
tell you this. Okay, so if we in a relationship and you know we got the couple thing going, you know that's great, that's amazing. You know we making bread. But if things start to fall off, and you know things is not going well, I mean all money ain't good money. So you just gotta kind of gotta back it up, and then I mean yeah, you just like all money ain't good money, because like if we doing this channel together, but we in a real toxic relationship and I can't stand you, you can't stand me, then it's like all we getting out of it is some money, and it's like that's not good money. Like so, it's just not no.
That's why we gotta bring on the man. See, he'll break it down. He'll say, look, honey boo boo, this ain't working. I like you. You was cool, but now you got to go. Come on.
Right.
Yeah, you gotta go. You gotta go. I enjoyed the
Life
bread
done
while we
by
was
Z.
making it.
Tyrek's gonna make money either way.
Yeah, I got it coming in from all corners. So I mean, you know.
All right, last question. No, is this all right? Do y'all want to answer one more question? Y'all want to head out?
Yeah, come on.
But now
Okay,
we
yeah, but I wanted to say Life by Dun Z said, I say consider the risk. Wait, what'd she say? I say consider the risk, and oh, my comment left. I don't know.
No, she said consider the risk and be ready for it. Before we answer that question, we'll take one more. I said that 5 times. If you have a question, save it for the next one. We'll be on here. But before we go, I want everybody to plug, you know, what they have been doing or what people should be looking at. If you have watched this, if you are watching the replay, this is also going to be on YouTube. But if you are watching this, please, please, please make sure you follow us. And Tania or Tanine, tell everybody, I guess, what you're doing. What are you doing upcoming? What people can like look for.
Okay, yeah. Make sure to follow us on Topic Twins on all social media. That's YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. We do have a Snapchat. We're not active, so don't go there. And you can follow my personal account and you can follow Tania at Tania Talks, not Tania Talks TV. You do as well. So if you ever want to see who we're taking pictures of, go to Flip Pics. That's all I have for today for this short advertisement.
For your TV broadcast. All right, Tania and Tyrik.
Go ahead, Tyrik. Your turn.
Go ahead, Tyrik.
Me? All right. Well, single. That's my relationship. Listen.
No, Tyrik single.
Yeah.
DM him single, and he will slide in your DMs.
You got to go to what's not to like. Go ahead.
I mean, you know, your boy is out here looking. So listen, I answer all my DMs. So I mean, hit me up.
Are you kidding me? We would not do this.
Desperate.
Oh no, I'm gonna put myself out there. Listen, I'm walking with you.
Thank you. Thank you. We appreciate you. I'm just playing. Go ahead.
Yeah. So ladies, hey, hit that DM. Okay. So yeah,
On
I'm
that
Tyrik
note,
Wynn.
this broadcast is ended.
Now somebody gonna hit you up for real. You better be ready to
I
take them
hope
out.
so.
Right.
I hope so. I'm trying to take somebody out on the 14th.
Because you're the one might be in this video chat, and now she just heard you gonna answer everybody's DM.
I know. We don't want to talk to you now.
Player.
Well, whoever DM first.
So wait, and Medea DMs you first.
Wait a minute, that ain't gonna be racing. Just to let y'all know, Tyrik is a catch. Now, he got his own business. He just invested in a real estate property. And he let the world know that he's single. Now, thanks for sharing.
Bachelor.
Yeah, he's an eligible bachelor. All right.
Yeah, so business, Win Productions, Business Win Productions LLC. We are the best video production company in the entire state of Georgia. Also got a brand new show coming to TV, Comcast Channel 295, UVerse Channel 6. What's your business? We're gonna have on all types of business owners on this show. Show premieres on March 11th. That's Comcast 295, AT&T UVerse Channel 6. Ladies, get you a man on TV. Just saying. I'm just messing with y'all.
He not
playing. And then just follow me on IG. I got all types of stuff going on. Got a real estate property, real estate investor. Graduating in May. I got, y'all seen I posted that. I got 800 people on my guest list.
I didn't get the invite.
What'd you say? Because I didn't sent them out yet. That's why.
Oh, I'm just
I didn't even take my pictures yet. I just got my cap and gown. But yeah, y'all will get the invite for sure though.
Appreciate it.
Well, thanks for sharing. I'm glad. Make sure y'all follow Tanine and Tania Topic Twins, Tyrik. Me, if you are interested, for all of my people who have extra skills out there, all right, make sure you follow me on Instagram. For all of my people who have extra skills, if you have extra time, I'm doing a class on how to be a social media manager. So you get to be in the VIP group, and what that means is that you will be connected to entrepreneurs who really need like video editors, people who do their graphics, people who do content management. If you can run your own Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, small businesses and people need your help, and I'm going to train you and show you how. So if you have some questions about that, you can DM me or just go to link in bio. But for now, my good people, we answered that last question. Thoughts on creating a business?
My favorite photographer just hopped in the chat. Pick by Design. Shout out to him.
Hey. Oh yeah, Aaron said he going VIP style. Yes, he did get his VIP ticket. So he'll be connected to business owners who need help. Let me do this. Last but not least, Tyrik. We really started this dating show like last Friday. And I'm glad that you guys have included your answers. Next week, we are going to have a pastor on and maybe like another guy or eligible bachelor. So make sure you all stay tuned for that. And you can watch the full recording on YouTube. But we love you guys, and we'll talk to you later.
Appreciate it. Thank y'all.
Thanks for having me.
Y'all have a great night. Stay safe, everyone.
All right.
Pray out.